Poker is a game that tests your skill, patience, and mental toughness, but sometimes the game can break you down. From soul-crushing suckouts to players losing their composure after devastating losses, these are the moments when poker players simply can't hold back the tears. They're short-stacked, staring down pocket aces and somehow convince themselves to fold them pre-flop because they're scared of busting out. Now, speaking of bad decisions that lead to emotional breakdowns, let's take a look at Feldman, who finds himself in a tight spot during heads-up play. This is the smallest chip back he's at all game. Feldman decides to limp in on the button, a strategy that worked for him in previous hands. However, Frankenberger, holding ace-9, raises him, and the move immediately signals strength. Feldman tries to talk himself into folding, realizing that the raise could indicate a strong hand. But instead of folding, Feldman makes the call, even though his hand isn't great. It's a very small bet of 95,000. He's essentially trying to stay alive, but it's a risky move, and after the flop, the board doesn't improve his situation. When a 3 comes on the turn, Feldman decides to keep the pressure on, betting again with almost nothing. The situation is looking dire, and just when he's hoping for a break, Frankenberger raises again. It's a tough spot for Feldman, who's now forced to face a tough decision. The small amount of chips he has left isn't enough to back down, and he's caught in a situation where it's hard to see any way out.
A little bit, I just can't believe what's happening.
I just wonder if Frankenberger is, sometimes you can be guilty of celebrating too early. He is back in the thick of it now. This is the least chips he's had since they started the heads up.
Well, Feldman limping in on the button again. It worked for him the last hand, but it's not going to work here, as Frankenberger raises him with the ace-9.
Raise 110,000.
Feldman's been down. Now he's got some chips. Surely he's not going to do something foolish now with a 6-4 offsuit.
I wonder. I mean, how strong does Frankenberger think the ace-9 is? Is Feldman capable of getting him off it?
Frankenberger will 100% go with this hand if he gets raised here.
And I mean, the thing about the re-raise, doesn't it represent such a strong hand?
Yes. You limp in, then all of a sudden you re-raise. That's what he's doing. He is re-raising here. And Frankenberger could either come back over the top all in, throw the hand away.
I mean, it's like Feldman is a different person. Can Frankenberger pick up on this? Because this is something completely different. This is something completely unexpected.
Frankenberger's asking how much he's got.
I'm not sure Frankenberger can call here, Mike.
It's a tough play. I don't know that you can call. I think you have to re-raise or throw the hand away.
Looks to me like he's going to throw this away, Mike. I think he's trying to talk himself into folding here.
When a guy limps in and then re-raises it, you do think he's got a real strong hand.
I call.
Well, this is the last option I thought he would do.
Absolutely.
Because what's going to happen, he's out of position now.
And Feldman
his opponent's going to bet any flop. Doesn't matter what it is.
He might have to go all in on the flop. Look, there's 500,000 out there. Feldman's only got 8. I mean, you can't make a bet. There's just one bet here.
I think you can bet 400,000 right here, right now. And then throw it away if your opponent moves in on you. I think you have to bet. You just can't give up all those chips out there.
I'll tell you one thing. Feldman does not like this spot. What's he going to do?
Bet.
He's bet very small here. Very small.
95.
95,000. Now this bet is going to send one of two messages to Frankenberger. He's either got a real powerful hand or he's got a real weak hand. It's one of the two. It's not a middle hand. It's like he's either got 3 kings where he's begging you to call him with this small bet, or he's got nothing and he's just trying to pick up the pot.
Oh my gosh. But he's got nothing, Frankenberger. Ace high. This is Feldman's got less.
He is going to make this call. Can you believe it?
Mike, wow. It doesn't seem possible.
That is incredible.
And I mean, it's almost like, in Feldman's mind, he must think this guy has a king now. It's almost like the guy's letting him hang himself, right?
Yep.
Doesn't it look like a king?
It's incredible he could just make that call with that hand. Now a 3 comes off, so we're back in the same scenario.
Check.
I mean, Feldman must feel like if he bets again, he's just going to get snapped off with the nuts.
Unless you put the guy on Queen Jack specifically. And then you can move in and take the pot down.
He's going again.
Well, folks, you're looking at the very hand that I predict whoever wins this hand wins this tournament. Can Andrew Feldman continue to show heart and continue to bet with nothing? He's doing it. He is doing it.
It didn't look, that wasn't the most confident bet in the world, but we know he's got a 4-6. Does Frankenberger?
Well, I'll tell you why it's such a good bet. Because he left himself some chips to move all in on the river, just in case he gets called here. If he puts his opponent on a Queen Jack or something like that, Ace Jack, where he might throw his hand away if he moves in on the river.
And Feldman has sold a good story here, Mike. I mean,
sure?
Wow. He's now bet this 3 times. He's re-raised him for the flop. He's bet the flop. He's bet the turn.
Well, all that lack of heart we saw from Feldman earlier,
What's he doing?
we're seeing now, but
What's Frankenberger doing?
he could well be topped by Frankenberger.
Mike, do you know anything about Frankenberger that suggests what?
He's coming over the
He's
top.
raising him!
He has done
He
it.
has raised him!
This is
And he's showing
unbelievable.
the ace high!
This
And he's
is
showing the ace high!
Unbelievable by Frankenberger there. The way he played that hand. You talk about heart, folks. This guy has got it in spades.
Frustration begins to mount as he waits for a response from the tournament staff. He's been asking for water for over half an hour, and his irritation is clear. His patience runs thin, and the frustration spills over as he lashes out. This is just ridiculous. How long do I have to wait for a drink, he complains?
Right there to take down that pot.
I've asked for water like half an hour ago, please. I mean, this is just not right. Can I have the water, please? I've asked about half an hour ago.
I'm just gonna go get
What? How long do I need to wait for some water? It's ridiculous.
Why don't we calm down then?
No, but I mean, how many times do I need to ask? It's just an absolute joke.
You can see the frustration
You,
setting in on him
you were
right
waiting
now.
almost an hour for that. It's just a joke. I don't understand it.
But it's not just the drink, it's the game, the pressure, and the stakes. His nerves are getting the best of him, and it's obvious that his temper is fraying. His emotional state takes a hit as the game continues, and the combination of both the bad hands and the waiting only worsens his mindset. In one of the most dramatic moments of the tournament, Andrew Feldman found himself in a pivotal spot with around 30 big blinds left. King Queen. He decides to shove all in to stay alive in the tournament and potentially take the chip lead. His move seems like the right one given the situation. However, his opponent, Frankenberger, also holds King 10, giving him an identical hand. The stage is set for a classic showdown, and all eyes are on the river card. Feldman, who was ahead of the flop, is hoping for a queen or a 7 on the river. When the queen hits, he thinks he has the win, but unfortunately, Frankenberger's straight, made with the queen, takes the pot instead. Feldman's dream of doubling up and taking the lead ends up in heartbreak. It's a gut-wrenching moment, one that showcases the brutal reality of poker. Feldman had been in great shape to win the pot, but the turn of events in the last seconds of the hand leaves him with nothing but disappointment. His frustration becomes evident as he fights back tears, and the emotional toll of the loss is clear on his face. Feldman's dreams of winning the tournament slip away in an instant, and he's left reeling from the bad bait.
A heads-up match.
Well, it really has been. It's been fun to watch. The great thing about watching poker is you can learn from mistakes as well as good plays. And we've seen both of that here in this heads-up battle.
Yeah. Well, Feldman's got about 30 big blinds. And my guess is the reason he's raised is because he's not excited to get all his money in with the King-Queen. Of course, he would
Look
against
at
the
this.
King-10.
Frankenberger could well come over the top with this King-10. This could be the dream hand for Feldman right here.
Feldman might shove here. He very well might shove here.
I think he will shove. And indeed he does, and he's called.
And Feldman's got a great spot.
He's got him dominated.
He's going to be the chip leader.
Unbelievable. He could take the chip lead here. Andrew Feldman, who's been sputtering and sputtering and sputtering, has a great opportunity to become chip leader in this heads-up battle.
How did he do it?
It's King-Queen versus King-10.
Queen. Put a queen there.
How did he do it? But he has. Never say die, Feldman. 71% now to go chip leader, Mike.
Come on, Just one of those.
From
One of those,
nothing.
One of those queens. Do you see the queen?
Well, he wants a
You see that?
queen.
Is she looking at
I'd
me
rather
right
have
now?
2 deuces and a 3 come out.
Is she looking at me? It's the queen looking at me.
Queen would help him, but may give Frankenberger a straight opportunity some way. And there you go. He doesn't want a queen now, I can tell you that.
I don't think he wants a queen now.
He won't be hollering for that, is right.
No queen.
Well, he'll make a straight himself if a 10 comes out, so in order for Frankenberger to win this pot, he must catch a straight or 2 running diamonds to make a flush.
Black 10.
Needs a 7 or a queen. The board paired twice, they would split the pot. But right now, Feldman well out in front with a great shot to double up here and take the lead.
10, 10, 10. One more. Just pair the board.
Well, Mike, I don't think there's any. The queen is going to play. I don't think there's any split pots out here anymore.
Must be a queen or a 7. It's the only thing that'll do it for Frankenberger. Nothing else will win the pot for him. Must make a straight. Has to catch a queen. He did it! He caught a queen on the river. One more time. Frankenberger has made a pat hand on the river to not only win the pot and to knock somebody out, but this time to win the tournament. It was just fate and destiny for Frankenberger to take down this tournament. The way he did it was dramatic. The way he knocked these players out at the final table, extra dramatic.
He's a river man. He's a man with heart. And Andy Frankenberger, Mike, Feldman put up a valiant fight, but you cannot say Frankenberger doesn't deserve it. He has been the man that everybody has had their eyes on this whole tournament.
Andy Frankenberger, our champion.
And I know how much Andrew Feldman wanted that title.
Andrew fighting back the tears. It shows you how much he did want to win this tournament. He knows he'd have been chipped if he'd have just won that pot. It didn't happen. Still, he played great to get to this final table. Probably not so great in the heads-up battle. And you got to hand it to Andy Frankenberger. He deserved this title.
Now moving to Mike Matusow, a player with one of the biggest personalities in poker. Known for his brash attitude, Mike's never shy about showing emotion, especially when things don't go his way. In a dramatic hand during the WSOP main event, Mike Matusow finds himself up against Ed Foster with ace-queen unsuited. Mike Matusow, holding ace-king, decides to push all in, putting his tournament life at risk with just over 100,000 chips left. "One time let me hold up," he says, praying that his ace-king will hold up against Foster's hand. As the flop comes down with no help, Mike Matusow still holds a lead, but he's hanging on by a thread. The turn card adds some drama, bringing a 7 of hearts. The river comes down with a queen, a crushing blow for Mike Matusow, as the queen knocks him out of the tournament. His emotions explode as he can't believe his luck. "Why do I deserve this?" he questions, visibly devastated by the outcome. "I was a 3-1 favorite and this is how it ends?" He's clearly heartbroken, struggling to come to terms with the bad beat that took him out of the tournament. "This game is brutal, man," he says, questioning his very existence as a poker player. 1 minute he was on the top of the world and now he's out. The loss is unbearable and his frustration spills over as he wonders, why did I choose this as a career?
And he will raise the big blind to 14,000. Action to Ed Foster. And ace-queen unsuited.
Saw him with a couple of king-queens unsuited he had to look at. Now the ace-queen he will consider.
Fly fishermen are patient, if nothing else.
That's a good point, Lon. It really translates well to here.
And he will raise to 45,000. Borer folds, as does Hilger. The rest of the table folds over to Mike Matusow. He's got a king, ace, unsuited. Matusow just over 100,000 chips.
I'm all in.
And he's going to push them all in with his ace-king.
So the master of the short stack is going to put his tournament life at risk right now.
Action to Raymer now. He would love to take Mike Matusow down, but he is going to fold his cards.
What you got, Mike, approximately?
110 altogether.
Same as me, huh? Oh, right, I've got a bit. Oh, cool.
And Ed Foster will take the challenge and try to knock Mike Matusow out.
And Mike Matusow in a terrific position.
One time, let me get lucky. Let me hold up the best hand one time.
A 3-1 favorite as we go to the flop.
Come on, one time, baby.
Foster and Matusow out of the flop. 8-7-5, no help for either. Matusow now a bigger advantage.
Keep him red.
Kid, the club's coming.
Turn card,
blank,
7 of hearts.
Blank, deuce.
And
Deuce.
now on the river,
Deuce.
only a queen
Deuce.
would knock Matusow out of the main event.
It is a queen. Ed Foster has knocked Matusow out of this tournament.
Why do I get deserveless?
A catastrophic hit to Mike Matusow, who never shies away from showing his emotions.
This game is brutal for people, man.
He's going to take that bad thing.
And before it's over, you might end up with something like that. So, you got to be able to take it both ways.
No Mike Matusow blow up on that final hand, just plain bad luck.
See the call I made on the guy earlier?
I played the best poker of my life, man.
Mike was going broke no matter what. This is as brutal as it gets right here.
Why do I choose this for a living? I gotta be the sickest person in the whole entire universe. Oh boy, I thought this was my year.
But Mike Matusow isn't the only one who's had a breakdown. Matt Affleck, another seasoned poker player, finds himself in one of the most emotional moments in poker history. Having fought tooth and nail to stay alive in the tournament, Affleck finds finally himself all in for the chip lead, just 2 tables from the final. It's a critical moment, and with aces in hand, he's hoping for a miracle. He raises to 1.5 million, and his opponent, Duhamel, raises back to just over 3.9 million. Affleck is in a prime position to take a massive lead, and his heart races as the cards are revealed. The flop comes down, and Affleck still holds the advantage with his aces. But Duhamel picks up a gunshot straight draw, and the tension builds. Affleck, in his usual calm manner, checks his position, sizing up the situation. After a few moments, he decides to go all in for 11.6 million, believing his aces are the best hand. Duhamel thinks for a while, considering the call and eventually...
More? Well, here he's got a hand to raise with.
And he is going to raise it. 575,000. Now to Matt Affleck with pocket aces.
Hello, pocket aces. You go, Matt.
I think if he makes the final table, he might wear a Seattle Mariners tuxedo, Norman. And Matt on the button with a re-raise to $1,550,000. Small blind folds over to Dewey Lay in the big blind. And Dewey folds. So now back to Duhamel.
With tricky pocket jacks.
Raise.
And he says re-raise himself to just over 3.9 million.
Duhamel's interest is peaked. And Affleck could 5-bet it here, even go all in.
Matt Affleck with 2 aces against the pocket jacks of Duhamel. And Matt just with the call.
Well, Affleck is out-chipped by Duhamel, and he'd like to get as many of those chips as possible.
2 of the top 5 stacks see a flop of 10-9-7. Affleck still good with his aces. Duhamel picks up a gut shot. And he checks. Affleck.
Matt moves deliberately, but decisively.
With the aces. And Duhamel, a very interested observer. That's $5 million from Matt.
Affleck hoping Duhamel has a big pocket pair because he'll get at least 5 million more chips here.
And Matt's buddies looking a little nervous on the sidelines.
Duhamel's gonna call. And if those chips fall over, someone's gotta yell Jenga.
Well, he does make the call. Over 18 million in the middle.
Big pot now, and we could have a big change in the pecking order.
Turn card is a queen of diamonds. Duhamel now. He says all in for 11.6 million. So now back to Duhamel with the jacks and the up and down straight draw.
A huge decision for Duhamel. He's not getting the right price to call, and he'd be left with just over 8 million chips if he loses. He's got to believe Matt wouldn't push here with anything less than aces, kings, or a set, no?
Duhamel thinking very seriously about this.
Call.
And makes the call.
10s and 9s.
Hurt on Duhamel. Everyone on pins and needles here at the Rio. This will be the biggest river card of the tournament.
Yeah, a defining moment here late at this main event, Lon. Jonathan Duhamel Just wants to disappear inside that hood if he could.
He had overcome some earlier setbacks only to fight back and become a major factor again, but now he's gone.
In back-to-back years, he comes so far, gets so close, and leaves so crushed.
He was one card from all but locking up a seat at the final table, but now Matt Affleck's main event dream is shattered. All his chips go to Duhamel, who now has over $50 million.
It's as if he's in shock. It's as if he can't leave.
Matt Affleck will try once again to deal with the realization of a dream gone amiss, and gets a well-deserved round of applause from the crowd here in the Rio Poker Room as he finally makes his way to the exit. One man's bounty is another man's demise.
A delayed, understandable outburst from Matt.
Matt Affleck knocked out in stunning fashion yet again. Eliminations to go to get us to the final table. And Matt has come back in the room to say his goodbyes.
Now, what a gesture here from Matt Affleck. In the wake of that brutal bust out, he felt he did not leave the stage in the proper manner, so he comes back and does the right thing.
Affleck is left with no choice but to confront the brutal reality of poker. Sometimes, no matter how hard you fight, the game doesn't go your way.